when he was
Yep,
on
he
her
sure
panel.
was. And I
He
exposed
kept
those
throwing stuff.
screenshots.
She said, listen, he's gonna try to say this again. And I was like, what
Say
did he
that
think
again.
that
Wait a minute,
girl?
back up. He said, wait a minute. You said he was trying to get with Nika at night.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, when she interviewed him, he kept
I have a
saying
whole
stuff to
video
her.
of that with the
I thought
screenshots.
I thought they went out for tacos when I guess he got to California or something.
Man, leave me alone. I'm going on mute. You know what?
Mm-hmm. Okay, go ahead. I'm go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So he
I'll make
think
you
he's
quiet.
some kind of Casanova, and think about it. A lot of women that went over there, they went for Solar.
I don't
They
know what
was
for.
attracted to Solar.
Right. Like he's
I
so
don't know what
Some
for.
women
feminine,
are
dude. All the
attracted to
masculine that
feminine.
he
Yep.
is for
I
what?
don't
I'm
know what
trying to
it
tell you.
is.
Look like you can see his brain in his forehead.
And
I'm
when
telling
no
you.
offense to
Like
anybody
he wears
in
number
the,
3 at Mac on his lips. Like, come on,
oh,
dude.
I just never could get with a
You
dude that had a
crazy.
ring on his pointer finger. I think a man has no business with rings past his ring finger.
You know what
The,
that mean? I ain't gonna say nothing. So you know when he
okay, let's
drink, that
go.
that pink
Sleep on.
stands up.
We trying to
No,
say
don't do it.
little sugar in the tank. Little sugar in the tank. Sugar Avery. Let me stop.
But all of
Ah,
them would go on and say that they had desires to like trannies because he said so. So no man is going to say those kind of things if he doesn't believe them.
that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to tell you.
I
It's
told
dangerous.
my brother that a month ago. I was like, well, they're saying that somebody from here was messing with men in jail, and my brother said they don't just make up those rumors on you when you're in jail. You either did it or you didn't.
Let me tell
Hmm.
you something. Let me just say this to you too. And there's no such thing anymore. I don't want to get too graphic with it. There's no such thing as my husband said this. My husband said there's no such thing as men getting the R in there either. You gave it away. Nowadays, if a man is doing something with somebody in there, they gave it willingly. They don't
Hmm.
play that stuff
They
in
don't take it
majority.
like that. Yeah.
Right, yeah, in
Mhm.
majority. I know
Mhm.
where I'm from, they don't play that. Them CEOs don't play that. Maybe other states,
Yeah.
maybe down south, deep south, they get away with a lot. But the
Yeah,
prison
they do get
systems
away
up
with a
here,
lot. A lot of
well,
men do get sodomized in his house.
I'm saying
A
up
lot of
here,
them want it, and it's
they don't
enough of
play
them
that.
in there to give it to them. So I
They
don't hear
don't even
about
need
that
to
too
take
much.
it.
They
Exactly.
don't have to. It's too many in there. Like you will see people come home, and they'll be like, he was messing with them boys in there, and I'll be like, what? And
Right.
and for a woman to still date him, I'd be like, ugh, like that is
Hmm.
disgusting. Not trying to
And
be
she was supposed to
judgmental,
be
but I
so
couldn't
sick
do it.
when she seen the video and that, but she ain't all that sick.
Right.
Ugh.
Exactly.
Mm-mm. But
Hmm.
Solar has openly said he was bisexual before he came to
He's
carbonation.
open. So that means you're
Open.
open to date anything. Anything that breathes, you're open to date it. That's
But
what I got
listen,
from it.
let me tell you something. I'm gonna ask you a question about this.
Can you guys hear me?
Immortal.
Yes,
Yeah, I
ma'am.
Hmm.
can hear you. Listen, Immortal. You know Musa, right?
Yeah.
He had some recycle stuff, female, Gargette.
Yeah. That
Okay,
that
well,
young girl that just
yeah.
barely
Well,
made what, 21, 22. Yeah.
right. Well, I don't think she's even. I think she's about 18 now or something like that.
See that? You
So,
know what? Oh my
well,
god.
yeah, it didn't last long because just know what I just said. I'm gonna leave it like that. I already know for a fact that it didn't, but I'm just gonna let it play out for a couple more weeks, and then I'll just let you guys see what happened. Actually, because see, that's what I'm saying. These people have all their business online to the point that they can't even trust each other. That's what I'm saying. There's no loyalty. You don't know what you're gonna believe from these people because, we all know they're all doing this for storylines and money bags. Money grab.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Any means necessary. Because anytime you put an innocent child that ain't got nothing to do with this into this equation, something is wrong.
I,
Something is
I
really wrong.
I got a question. What did you guys think about that comment that True made about Pops Marquez?
What did he say? What was it? I'm not gonna even
I
try to
didn't
act like I
hear that.
remember.
Okay, he made the comment talking about, just watch how the tables turn because here it is. He was the main one that he's talking about. Nature Boy gonna end up jail and end up, taking himself out of here.
Oh, well, he said a couple. You talking about his father's You talking about Nature Boy? He's talking about Nature Boy will take himself out of here.
No, he said, and Pops ended up taking his own self out of here.
Oh,
He was
I didn't even hear that.
Wait, True said Pops ended up taking his own self out of here.
Yeah, like getting his own self taken out of here. When he was so busy worried about Nature Boy and try to take him down.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
when
And
he got sick with the pandemic, the big
and he was
C.
like,
Okay.
look at him, and look what happened to him. Look what happened to him.
Oh
Boy.
my god. Oh
I
my
didn't. Yeah, I
god.
didn't hear that, but that
Yeah,
I
part.
he
didn't hear that.
kept saying that, and that made me like so uncomfortable. I had to click off after that. I was
That's one
like,
evil man,
that
bro.
was
That's
so
oh my
uncalled
god.
for.
They
Saying,
all are, not just him. He's not the only
Let's
one.
let's not get it twisted. That was her father that she allowed to be disrespected for years, and she disrespected him. She about to count her chickens, and she also think that those rats are she think that she's having rats in the house. She gonna see more demons than that, and
So,
that's just my personal opinion.
so you you think those are demons that somebody brought to her house?
No, I just think that karma is a you know what,
I
and
get what you're saying. I know. I'm being.
yeah, it will tell you so because I'd have been out there. I wouldn't have been recording nothing. I'd have been gone. But
I couldn't do it. I'd be running. I would say I'm not. They're not paying rent, but I can't stay here neither.
That's for sympathy. Let
Well,
me
yeah.
show you the rats that I'm living with so you can send me some cash donations. No, I'm not going to go get a regular job to get an exterminator.
Well, she didn't
You can.
hide. She didn't hide that. She made it clear she needed money because after she moved in the other place, and it was another video saying she still needed some more. So she was
Oh my God.
Hey Shay.
Hi, how are you?
Hi.
Let me apologize. I think that was me causing that background noise. I was on my laptop and it was giving me some issues, so my apologies. It stopped
okay.
after I turned off my laptop.
That's okay.
I would like to join the conversation, and I have two questions. Okay, one, I don't know if anybody has thought of this. Do you guys remember that white boy named Michael who showed up maybe early spring? And we never saw him again after Nature Boy got arrested.
You gonna tell me he's a CI?
I don't. Okay, I can't verify that, but
Okay.
think about it.
allegedly.
Has anybody seen him since?
Right.
Are you talking about the dude that was in the
he had on the
picture?
floor, talking about
Yeah.
the black man is God?
And then
Yeah.
he was like abusing him. Like I saw a couple of videos.
And that's when the SWAT came in that night.
Yeah,
Right
he
when they
was
said
standing on the side of the house in a suit. Y'all didn't
Yes.
he
see
was the
that?
only one that they didn't arrest, though.
They
Is
He
didn't
what I
was
arrest him
remember.
standing on the side of the house in a
He's
suit.
not online making videos or anything.
because
Like
he probably was somebody they sent.
Yeah, he was a
Right.
plant.
A plant. Yeah, they
I
sent
really
them
believe
in.
that.
And that's probably the main reason why he's in jail and ain't getting out. Not even because of Sassy Solar and Terry.
Are y'all
It could be from that dude.
Thank you for
think
saying
about
that,
this too?
SL. Thank you for
Yep.
saying that because I really wish people would stop saying that Nateri is the sole purpose that Nature Boy's in jail.
That's not. I
Nope.
don't believe
That's
that at
not
all
Nope.
true.
either. And I
One
We've
of
always
been
his
say that.
watching him.
one of his friends when he first came out, when he first got arrested, she was on, I can't remember what page, but she was saying that, that they used to have a lot of different conversations, and he kept telling her like, I got this white dude coming, I got this white boy, y'all gonna be blown away. I got this white boy and it's gonna be on and cracking, with this when I get this white boy. So he was already talking, and they might have been listening on the phone then already.
I
And
bet that boy gave a lengthy donation to get over there to him for him to trust him.
And there's no telling what he did when the cameras weren't rolling to show his authority, to show his ego. So he probably did some very demeaning things to those members in front of that white guy just to prove I'm in charge. This is what you joined. So let me show you some stuff. So yeah.
I'm glad she brought that up because
he was bowing down to the white man basically at that moment.
Hello.
To show his authority. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm glad she brought that up because what I was thinking when I had got off of that stuff because it was too redundant for me. I couldn't take it no more. But when I came back from the troll pages watching, I see the guy named Jax, the thinner, young brown skin guy. You remember him?
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Jax?
Yeah, Jax.
Okay. he gave me vibes of being an agent. For some reason, it just didn't fit. He didn't fit there to me,
No, he
and
was
I
a
kept saying
fellow
something was
and
about him.
person that was arrested for assault and battery
And
and
battery. Yeah,
all
that
that.
was on my old page. That video when he
And
got
he
Oh,
had
arrested.
come
college
on,
he
another
was
No,
a
it's
criminal.
on
college
my new
football
page.
star.
Yeah.
So
He has a
so
criminal
he wasn't.
background.
Hmm.
Okay. So y'all knew about. I didn't. I was like something strange about him. It's like he
That's
just
how
didn't
he ended
fit.
up coming to him. But he was a college. I don't know if he was playing football or basketball or something.
Hmm.
But he was yeah, he had a nice scholarship and everything, and he just like threw everything away, by and they raided his house and found guns and drugs.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
he
all that.
ran. I heard, I think if I remember right, if it was Jax, that he just up and left his baby mama and his baby just took off, didn't tell her nothing, just said bye, just took off. It was like
And
it's like they all do that. They're all
A lot
running
of
from
them did
something.
that. I mean, Musa even did that, which I don't understand when he always says that the children belongs to the men. So if the children belong to the men, then I don't understand.
it's
But let
just
me say
just
something else
disturbing
that
to
you
see
don't.
it as
You see what
well.
True's doing? It's because they're so reprogrammed and brainwashed. He thinks it's okay to sit and represent Nature Boy instead of he's free now to be with his
Hmm.
child. That's not an importance to True to be a father. He don't. I don't
Hmm.
think he. I don't. I say don't. I'm not saying he don't love his child, but that's not important to him because
Nope.
they see how Nature Boy. Well, see, Nature Boy, you got to be a part of his kid's life, but he didn't allow them to be a part of their children's life. So
Right.
the reprogram, you can see it. True is okay with being away from his own child to represent a man that's not gonna get out anytime
Yeah,
soon.
he said, call me a sorry A father. Call me a sorry A father. That's my new name. He was like, take this sound bite and make a YouTube video. True
Mm-hmm.
is a sorry A father. That's who I am.
Yeah,
So,
he is.
he's
I
sitting.
hope they put him in the cell beside him. He deserves to go home. Okay.
Right, he
To say
does.
something like
Something's
that.
wrong with
That
him.
just that and I've been saying it for years. There's something wrong with anybody that takes ship to go over there. I wouldn't walk through nothing he live in with the police standing beside me. It just could you imagine that house they just left? How creepy it is if you know what happened in there.
I'm trying to tell you.
When he had them gold nails on and that feather sticking out his
Oh
head, let
my
me tell you
God, it
something.
was demonic.
I
It
know
was
you're like me. You're
On
weirdo.
visualizing
that
it, huh,
one
Shay?
hand, like,
Yeah. You're visual. I do that
Weirdo.
same thing because for you to say that out loud, I do that sometimes too. Like when somebody says something to me that's creepy, I'll visualize it in my head and I'll speak like out loud real quick because it's
it
like
was.
it's
It's
demonic.
scary. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you
When,
something. People give these people that left all this credit, even the one that's been gone for a while. They are no better than the
nope.
ones that just left. They are
That's right.
all demonic.
That's
Yep.
it. Because they
And if
went over
things
there with
went
him.
right, and if things went people's ways, like with the Velvet and Nature Boy thing, she would still be there riding, pushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Stop
I
it.
agree.
Y'all need to stop.
I
Y'all
don't care
didn't
what
like
you do.
Velvet.
You
Now
don't
you
treat your
can't say nothing
parents like
about her.
that.
Yeah,
I know one
nobody
time
liked the
she said
Velvet.
something about her mother. She said, and my mama, with the New Orleans accent, my mother gonna stop playing with me. I couldn't imagine saying that about my mom. My mother would probably drag me through the streets to even think about something like that. And my mama, she better stop playing with me. And what you gonna do if she don't?
Nothing. Ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight.
No.
Ain't nothing. I remember one time I went into a live, maybe about a month ago. I ignored her. She's got issues too.
Oh, she's
You know,
gone.
I don't have time to be messing with people who think that they're Z-list celebrities. You know what I'm saying? And
Nowhere.
ain't nowhere in life. So I just went in there because I just like to see that her life appears to be in order. That's
Better.
why appears so better, right? So I just went in the live. She's like, yeah, there goes that FSL, and in my head I said to myself,
Oh,
girl. Because my son is 34 years old. Girl, you old enough to be my child. I'll slap the brute out of you. Okay? Girl, bye. Because, see, I can't give people my energy. I can't get to you. So I'm gonna leave it alone. Cause what am I gonna do? I can't touch you through the laptop and choke you up and tell you to sit down and shut up, right?
Right.
So why give you
And
that
why
much
waste your
energy?
energy?
I didn't put no comment because I'm not known for doing that.
All
I
of
didn't get
them, to a certain degree, are nature boy. I didn't care for Tori. She,
Oh
when
God.
he would give them that phone and they thought they was important, I say this. I used to tell my cousin, we watched it day in and day out at one time. I say this is when they gain their power and their wings, when they see how they talk to the people in the comments, and
mm-hmm.
somebody asked, how do you do something, so and something, and she told me, ain't it slow for the ask that? And Velda said, well, maybe they don't know. And I was like, I know she got a nerve to call somebody slow, and you over there letting somebody call you all kind of bees and hoes
Right. That's
and
crazy.
having the baby in the dirt. I just don't get it.
Wait a minute. Not the baby in the dirt.
She said,
But he had Velvet laying on that ground on that blanket, and there was dirt right beside her. I said, I don't know what he got going on, but that music banging, and he a fool.
I
Don't
can't with
forget
y'all.
from the earth.
What?
he almost killed that girl. I think wasn't the
Yeah.
baby underneath her pelvic or something. Talking about we can have it at home. You better take that baby to having them low birth babies over there.
And
Talking about I didn't know they had to eat more meals. They was only eating solar new meals. Every man knows when a woman's pregnant, they're supposed to eat probably more than you.
More.
Not every man.
oh,
We know
remember
he
when
don't.
he tried to keep the baby from her, and he was going to get Sheba to breastfeed her, and the comments with the nurses was going
No,
crazy.
it was
Don't do that.
Aya. Wasn't it Aya?
No,
Oh,
no.
Sheba.
When she was pregnant,
Oh,
he
I didn't know.
Velvet leave, and he said, "How we gonna feed the baby?" He was telling him to do that. Sheba breastfeed her, and people were saying no, she would go into labor by pushing milk too fast, and
But not
people was
only
on the
that, how
line.
do you look like telling another woman to breastfeed my child?
My child.
Yeah,
See,
I
that
had a
kind of
picture
stuff
of
runs
Aya
me
doing that.
crazy.
I
Breastfeeding
seen
Yeah,
me.
I
Aya
must
did do that.
I seen Aya doing it. I don't know about
Now,
no
that
Sheba.
was the baby was doing it as a pacifier when Aya did it. But when
Oh,
Velvet
okay.
tried to leave that time,
Who
he
does
was
that to
saying that would
somebody's
be the way
baby
to
though?
feed that baby, yeah. And
But
they
I
was
know
telling Sheba don't do that.
but even with Aya being the pacifier, who says can you be my baby's pacifier? Can you take your
Hmm.
shirt down and do
I
that?
never ever with my own three children. I
Hmm.
had three children. They are all grown and gone. Let's praise God for that. So I never was a mom that could breastfeed because it felt creepy to me.
Yeah.
And it just
Me
you're not
too.
sucking. Oh my God!
Yeah. I
Because
agree.
my body parts are for my man and
I
not
get
my
it.
baby.
I get it. We get it. We
I
get it.
can't. I
I
just
get
don't
it.
get that. And then you bathe
I'm
that
like
baby
that too.
too. And she was walking around with that baby on her. I was like, they are disgusting.
And you know what's also sad? He accepts people over there with, what is that stuff that you can't get rid of the herpes, right?
Yeah, most of
And
them
so
said they had herpes.
they right, and they're all unprotected. You know how? Ooh, child.
Just
It must
slinging
have
it
smelled.
everywhere.
It must have smelled real bad over there.
But remember, the midwife said that they smelled like death.
Yeah, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I do
Mm.
remember when that the midwife said that.
That's
And
how
it'd be
bad they
so
smell.
funny when we know that they smell like death and decaying bodies.
Ooh,
And then they make those little soap videos and the facial videos, and
knowing
we
they're not
all know you
using it.
stink. Like,
And they
what are
over there
y'all
sweating like
doing?
that. Could
Like,
you
Or
there's a
that's
whole
imagine?
song about Efru and how you smell on YouTube. There's somebody, Caliber and Pice literally made an entire song about your odor, and you're telling us
oh
about some
wow.
soap, girl.
Well,
If we
why I
don't sit
said
Wow.
down,
today that he's not answering no questions like that when they asked do the women stink like that. He said, if you ask another question like that, I will not respond to you, bro.
Pisces is delusional. That boy said
wait
on
a
that
minute. Did
interview.
y'all see when he mentioned about the semen part? Did y'all hear
No,
that?
I don't even
He
want.
tried
Don't
to ignore the
I
comment.
don't want to.
He
I don't want
ignored
to.
it.
Yeah, he
Let me
never
take.
denied it.
But let
He
me
said,
take
Oh,
"I don't
this.
want
God.
to talk about it."
The dude's crazy. He answered one question talking about he was gonna get into acting and YouTube and of course his music. These people don't know that they're Z-list celebrities. They're not even celebrities. So let me not even put the
Negative Z, if
right
that's the
negative
thing.
Z-list. And they don't listen. This is over with for you guys.
Yep.
Especially after the trial's over, which will probably be a speedy trial or he'll plead out. Then it'll be
If
over.
they don't get time with him,
Right.
you'll be rapping behind bars.
I think they forgot that they participated in a lot of very
And a lot of this
illegal
stuff.
things
But
that
It's
that
called they
that
didn't
prosecuting
involve
attorney
heal.
got the
money.
head,
I
baby.
forgot.
That
I think they
prosecuting
forgot
attorney
that.
got him. She
It's
not
called
playing
they
with him.
didn't heal, and they're not thinking, and something's gonna happen. Shay, you got something to say, sweetie? I'm sorry.
I do. Thank you. It's actually a question about who was still in the Atlanta area right before Natureboy was arrested. Was Solar still there?
They all were there
They
when the
all
squad
were
They
came.
were there right before he was arrested. And then, okay, how soon did Solar leave after he was arrested? Like, I was following it,
soon,
but
soon.
like,
Like, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks later or something like that. I don't know, a week later.
Like a week later.
A
Yeah.
week later or something. Yeah, it wasn't.
An
It was
hour.
soon.
An hour.
After that video dance,
Right.
they did.
It took
Right.
an hour
That
in the
reason.
Uber. He was out of there, baby. Just be
I'm trying
clear.
to tell you.
This is what I think, and I can't confirm my theory because obviously we know that an indictment hit, and usually when an indictment hits, it's multiple people sometimes that are interviewed and provide informations and all of that, and I honestly believe that they flipped some of them. And
as in, they won't get no time if they tell?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
I honestly believe, and this is what I think I said it on your live earlier today when I was listening to something that I was working to, so I was multitasking. But I really believe that maybe they have some wiretaps, meaning the prosecution. Because, in MB, he's messy. And he likes to talk, and not just on YouTube or whatever. He talks on the phone, and it's easy to get wiretaps. Very easy when you're working towards an indictment. I know that. And I could easily see one of his followers coercing him into saying something. You see where I'm going with this?
Would get him indicted, like he's indicted now.
That's all part of I really believe that there are a couple of people who turned on him.
And I wouldn't be surprised at that because they're not built like that. I've been told.
No, they're not.
He played himself.
He won't see it because he's too full of himself. And I also want to say this really quickly. One of your subscribers said when I talked about Michael, the white guy, she said, "Well, I could see they're putting a black guy over a white guy." Here, no, thank you. When you know the mind of a psychopath,
right?
Prosecutor, DA, whoever's working on this case, they know that Natureboy would just see straight through. Okay, a black guy. He feel like black guy is just like a little.
He always talks about white supremacy, so that white guy was the perfect person
the white guy would
to preach his white supremacy.
That's why he was treating him like that.
Right.
That's why he was treating. It was sick because I couldn't understand why would you, even though we know he probably was somebody who was planning it there. Why
it was very strategic. I loved it.
Yep.
And then he disappeared.
Then he
disappeared. Yep.
So you know that he was put there. Yep.
Anybody that knows mental illness,
and I still feel like Solar flipped. I do. I feel like when he had that little live last week, when he was sort of telling a little bit, I feel like he wanted to tell more, but he couldn't because
he already told the local authorities, and they told him he can't say certain things. And if I'm wrong in the end, I'm wrong,
but I really feel like he's one of the witnesses. I do.
So that's why you feel like he had the nerve to say what he did online.
They set him up.
And that's like, remember, he stopped himself. Think about it.
Yeah.
I felt like he would have said more.
Well,
but he also said that he's willing to get paid to tell the full story.
Well,
like you say, you're looking for money.
To make all the money in the world. And that's another thing. They're going to make a lot of money after this, which is disgusting.
I don't think they're going to make a lot of money.
I don't think they're going to make money, but I think
they won't even help him bond out. So they won't even, none of that. I don't think that's going to happen.
They got us thinking that they're not, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's not going to get as far as you think it is.
They're burnt out.
This audience is no joke. And they're not going to get what they think they're going to get. This audience is not going to support them financially. Trust me. There might be some supporters, but not enough to get them the kind of money they're looking for.
Look how many
they're
people
thinking
to the courtroom.
Right.
When Solar and True was outside the court, it was one clout chaser there. One.
Black Velvet.
And he looked like he walked from downtown Georgia to there. So there won't even nobody that could have helped you. But if anybody has dealt with mental illness in their family or knows close to someone, do you notice that they always attacking the government after them, or they doing this to them? And you notice he started with that white supremacy stuff,
Victim.
and he played victim, and everybody was against him. But his mental was gone. Let's go back to the live with his brother in penitentiary when he said. He ain't never been to penitentiary. He was in that loony bin down there. He's been crazy since he was a young man.
Been crazy.
Yeah.
And he's never been where he's at right now. He's never did no bid. He was in a mental institution. His brother made that
Exactly.
clear. He's never
He
did
made
no.
it clear.
But I knew he never been locked up anyways, because anyone I've known that's done bids, and I've known a lot of people, they don't brag about being locked up.
No,
They
they don't.
don't brag about
You
being
trying
locked
to
up.
act like you some thug or something. But when he listen, I'm off subject a little bit, but when he did that show that night with Sinetta and he put on that Willy Wonka song, let me tell you something. I needed
Exploiting his
CPR.
daughter. That is the perfect word.
I needed CPR
Exploiting.
because to
Big
go
time.
that far onto that show, he went back to Willy Wonka. I say he is nuts. I couldn't take it. And he was grabbing that guy Jack's face. And I was like, he just as crazy as him. Don't no man touch your face like that. But his mental started going and going, and the alcohol and the drugs didn't make it any better.
Yeah. I
It
think it
made it
made it
worse.
worse. I think it
It
made it
did.
worse.
It did. I just talked to a friend today. Her son is going through some things like that, and she's saying he's better now. And I said, you're gonna have to help him get medicated because he's going to get to the point he's going to spaz out again. People want to self-medicate mental illness. You cannot do it.
You
So
can't do it. No.
I say he's
Just
going to
makes it
spaz
worse.
out to the point where
Mm-hmm.
he's not going to be able to be in your house. He's snapping on people. He's fighting people. He needs more help than a family member can give him. And a mother love is the best love, but it's
Yeah.
not good enough for mental illness. So
It's like what
he,
I saw as psychosis and a mental breakdown, people saw as acting. And I was
yes,
like, how
Or
can y'all not
listen,
thank
or a
you,
tell?
storyline. Oh, that's a
thank
storyline.
you,
How
Remember,
can
thank
y'all
you.
not tell that this man is severely mentally ill and you literally think he's acting? Has anyone seen the movie Split? This man is insane. He's not acting. He's
Nope.
crazy.
remember when I was saying just recently, I said if anybody is in my comment section saying that this is a storyline at this point, I'm gonna block you.
Oh God.
I said it real calm because when I hear somebody say storyline, you want to keep this ish going.
Yep.
Because you know that was not no storyline that was going
Not
on
at
over there in
all.
combination.
You got
Nope.
some people saying that this was his plan.
No, it's that
No.
right. Same
You
thing with
know
the
who said
storyline.
that?
He
Sonetta
thought
said
he was
that.
untouchable.
Yeah, because
Oh,
he's a
right.
little off too.
Yeah,
Sinetta's
he's
not with
definitely a
us.
basket case.
Yeah, he's like one of those conspiracy theory channels.
And,
Half his
and,
videos are not even monetized because of that. Come on, stop.
I
and
don't
Oh
even
wow.
understand what
I
he be
don't know. I
talking
just know
about.
I heard him
I
say
also
that and
want
I thought
to
it was funny.
follow a grown man that still suck his thumb.
Oh, now that would be my turn off right there. You're not walking up on me with your thumb in your mouth. That's not gonna happen.
He literally is
Oh,
sucking his thumb, and they said that when them people tried to chase him out of that bus when down in I think it was Venezuela or Nicaragua, and
mm-hmm.
he ran and he was like hiding like in some bushes, and he was sucking his thumb.
Are you serious?
Yes, and Bigo one time he was sitting right there on his on the floor, and the girls, one of the ladies on the couch doing something to his hair, and he was sucking his thumb.
I
Was
seen him a
he in the
couple of
fetus
times too.
position?
And that was recently on Bigo.
I seen him one time in the chair. They was filming him. I said, I know this nigress ain't sucking
Say
his
that
thumb.
because he likes to be nurtured. He longs to be nurtured, so
Man, he's
that's
got
why
issues.
he sucks his thumb. And
What
I'm
y'all
like, yo,
talking
y'all
about? The
follow
man
a
was rubbing his
grown
feet.
man
You
that
think he
sucks his
won't do that?
thumb.
That was crazy when I seen that. I said, you doing too much now. You doing too much.
But see, look how he walked around like he was superior, like he was untouchable.
You
That's
would
why
too.
he's at where he's at.
Listen. He only did that because look at who he was punking.
Right.
He was punking a bunch of people. Ain't gonna bust a grape in a fruit fight.
They probably weigh what, 98 pounds, all
Right.
of them, and he was
And
probably
he keeps
what, a
him
good
underweight.
260.
But he
And he right. And he
underweight.
keeps him
for a
underweight
long
so he
time.
can beat him down if he
Beat him
needs to.
Exactly.
down.
Come on now. I'd be the King Tut too if I had all these people that were scared of me.
Oh,
But if one of
Lobos,
those
you
guys
so
would
right.
have
His
bucked up at him,
nails
he
were
would have been scared.
filthy. Oh
Yeah.
my, what was that? How do you get what? No, honest question. Can someone really tell me, if you don't work and you're in the house all day, where does the dirt come from that's under your nails? Because it was
Scratching
Scratching.
under his head.
Scratching
He don't wash.
And that,
places he shouldn't be.
Whenever somebody nails his like that, they don't wash their hands.
Right, that's
oh my
exactly.
God.
Well, his attorney said he was a gardener, remember?
Landscaper.
In a bar, no, he went a
Landscaper,
barber
right?
shop.
I mean,
Yeah, no, but Zoka said on live today, yeah, my husband's attorney wasn't a lawyer or something. Just wasn't a good lawyer. Yeah,
Oh, really?
I have it recorded. I'm just not putting it on here because YouTube acting kind of funny. They getting kind of funny about you putting these live streams on your channel. So I wanted to put it on, but then I said I'm gonna try to work a way around it tomorrow. It ain't that serious to me because she wasn't saying nothing that we'd sit there and be like, intrigued about. It just sounded like a bunch of, what I'm trying to say is, can I get $5? Because she sure enough said, you know what I'm saying? So
She always sounds militant. That's why I don't like listening to her. But
she sounded crazy. You wasn't missing out on nothing. And then she did say clearly that Nature Boy need $15,000 for a new lawyer. She did say that. She's
he's gonna need
$15,000.
more than that.
so they trying to get rid of Furcon.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because they're trying to. You know why? Because see, a lawyer was.
Where's that 66,000 that lawyer said he left behind?
That's people are telling me now. No, it wasn't. It wasn't over $60,000. It was only $1,500. Oh my God.
That's not what lawyer said.
I heard it too. I know that. I heard it too. But now they're trying to say no, SL. It was only $1,500.
Solar mentioned $60,000 too, real quick. I don't know why he mentioned that, but he said that. And I was
maybe
like,
that's what he gave to. Well, I hope he didn't give it to that lawyer.
Because all I know is that I know Solar said he left them with all the money. He said only thing he took with him was his cell phone.
And they were trying to say that Loyal and Solar both took from Nature Boy. So that's how. I'm just saying what was said.
He had all that stuff to rent a center because he said, like, if he have to move, he don't want to worry about this and that, selling it. They could just come pick their stuff up. So supposedly everything in the house.
They have rent-a-center furniture.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew that.
The way you just said that, they got rent-a-center furniture.
I didn't know people
oh
did
my
that.
God.
I know I don't do it.
Oh,
But people
goodness.
do, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather buy my stuff. And then rent-a-center stuff is cheap as hell.
It is, and
I got some people that I know, and I ain't trying to, I'd be like, man, I hope I don't break this seat. I'm not even a really big person, but I'm just like, this stuff is cheap. But anyways, back to the ranch. Let me stop.
So SL, I want to talk just a second about, we're talking about money and what he will prospectively owe his attorney.
He's broke, so he ain't got no broke. Money. Right.
And then that's where I'm going here. Okay. He cannot afford a private attorney. Even if it was that same guy from the other week, he can't afford them. So here's what's also going to happen. If he pleads, which he really should, because he can't afford a trial. He can't afford a trial.
And the lawyer is going to suck as much as he can out of that. Right. So right.
And then our attorney is going to force him to plead.
Right.
And throw in the towel. But here's also what's going to happen. Not just the attorney fees. He will have to pay restitution.
Mm-hmm.
And so restitution will go to not just the victims, but also to the state. Court costs, fees.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Thank you. It's going to be other thousands of dollars. Like,
a lot.
He can't afford it.
He should be trying to find him a good law student that's about to graduate. Or some
paralegal.
That'll do it.
I was his first attorney.
But I wouldn't
graduated when he was his first. He was her. first case. She had literally just came out of college and she was working at Home Depot before she got that attorney job. That first woman.
I
So
wouldn't
he
even
doesn't
I
need
wouldn't even
someone
take
that's
that to
just
trial.
out of college. He
Yeah,
needs
but
an
I
old
wouldn't.
white man.
Yep, like a Jewish guy. Let me stop. Right. But
No,
that's right.
that happens. That
My
wasn't
grandmother
said.
had a Jewish
That
lawyer
does happen
for years, and he was
Yeah.
old as dirt, but he was
He was
that's all
good.
I'm
He
gonna tell
knows
you,
the
he was
law.
good. But see, my grandparents had him for years. You
Mhm.
know, as you know, on detained if they needed him for things, even for their
Right.
taxes. But anyways, make a long story short, he better not take that to trial. I wouldn't take it to trial
I
if
wouldn't.
I was him, but I'm not him. Knock on wood. Let me
Right.
stop, because you don't know where you can end up. Anybody can end up. Just you don't know how your life can turn for the worse. But
Maybe
I wouldn't take
prepaid
it to trial.
lawyer, like you know how they have prepaid lawyer services and
Prepaid legal.
legal. Yeah, maybe he was from prepaid legal.
I don't know. I ain't never seen a lawyer lie that much. I mean, he said stuff.
You
He
hear what
should be
Medea
like
say,
a
lawyer.
TikTok parody lawyer and just leave real law alone and just be a TikTok parody lawyer, because that was comical as heck.
Yeah, because he didn't even sound like real educated or anything.
No,
He
it
just
was
sound-
bad.
And it sounded like any evidence that he got was he looked at it just before he went and represented him that day. That's what he wasn't not prepared at all. And you know the judges; these are seasoned judges. Look how
They
old
know.
the judge was.
It was
They
so
know. Yeah.
funny. He kept saying, "This is not a cult. This is not a
This
cult.
is not a
This
cult.
is not." And then he asked the witnesses. He was like, "So were you a part of the
Were you a
cult?"
part of the cult? Yes.
Right.
But no, I wasn't a part of the cult. But I was
Listen, Netflix. Then he
every
talking
time I
about
heard
the
cult, I'm
Netflix.
like, what are they doing?
Yeah, this is crazy.
I
Because
fell
that's
out.
what's gonna resonate with people. Cults. I didn't understand it at
Yeah, it's
all.
I was
crazy.
looking at some channel. I don't even know what it was, but I came across it, and it was a ex judge on there talking, and he was saying that everybody's trying to push these charges that he's done in other countries. That country would have
Oh,
to
for
pick up those
real?
charges. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's true. I did hear that. Because a
Mhm.
lot of people were saying, "Well, what about?" And they said, "No, I don't have nothing
Mhm.
to do with here." Right.
The states cannot go
Medea,
can do nothing to
that
him about
that
something he
won't
done
fly.
somewhere else.
But everything in Puerto Rico, like
Mhm.
once they take a look at that video when Velvet was over that guy house,
I'm sorry. I just laughed at logos.
in his hand and that finger acting real creepy, trying to unlock the door. Come on, Velvet. Yeah, go get Velvet, man. Yeah.
See, stuff like that. That's why
Go
I don't
get
have
my
no
daughter.
pistol.
And all that kind of stuff. That just
Yeah,
shows
I can't do it because
like
I would have blew right through that door.
that.
But see, that's how he's bullied over, and he thought he still had power over her. And she showed him, "I'm
Wait a
gonna show
minute.
you where you're going."
Wait, what she say? That woman witness that thought she was on Big O.
With the eyelash,
Number
she
three.
kept batting her eyes in the camera. Girl, I fell out. I fell out. Girl, I was like, "Are y'all serious?
I'm
Who are you looking at like that?"
Who y'all talking about?
I'm sorry. I need to pull it together.
Logo shouldn't have said that.
Right, Logos threw me off a little bit. Now I was wondering why she was laughing, so I put her on mute. Then I seen it and started laughing. I'm sorry. See, I'm trying to act professional, and then
I'm right. I need to take these comments off because she killing me.
All right, let me stop. Let me get it together. I had to get up out my seat and sit back down. All right, I'm ready.
No, the funniest person that came on his live years ago, it was a Jamaican woman, and she was talking to him, and he went off on her. He was like, "Suck your mother, girl."
I think I know who you're talking about with that one. Yeah.
She's talking about suck your mother.
Yeah. No, but she went off on him. He couldn't say anything.
Girl,
if you're talking about the same lady, she cussed him out so bad he couldn't even get a word in.
He hung up on her. When she said "suck your mother," my phone rang. It was my cousin girl. Both of us was in tears. I said, "Oh my God, I can't believe she said that."
Too
Your
funny.
mother.
Too funny.
I've had some funny and really, I look at all even besides Natureboy's drama, I look at social media like it's a reality TV show. I'm really amazed that so many people are disturbed, arguing on the internet.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's really, I'm like, I don't say nothing. I'm just listening. Like, why are you arguing with somebody in California and you in North Carolina? Like,
That's
It's
Bigo.
crazy.
You just described Bigo,
And
and
then
they
yeah,
you
sit
all of
there and do
them.
it for hours on end.
Hmm.
and then if
All
you
day
go on
long.
every chat you go into, they're all doing the same thing. It's not one chat that's peaceful. They're all
Not
threatening
one.
to kill each other, all kind of
Calling
stuff. It's
social
like,
That's
come
a
on
services
now.
to people's
nasty app,
houses and
man.
But
children.
Miko wasn't like that, and Miko is like less strict. But he got banned on Miko
That's what I.
Because he
That's
does
what
the
I.
most.
and got
That's
banned.
what I was saying. I said, how do you get banned on Miko? I've seen people like literally like what's that girl's name from Philly? She used
Queen
to
Op,
do Queen
Queen
Op.
Op.
One time her shirt came down. You seen her whole Ariel. I said, oh, she gonna get flagged. Listen, she let it stay down, and they didn't even flag the channel. They just kept the live up. I said, yeah, this is the
Oh,
rules
they be
over
having
here.
a lot of stuff going on. There they
Twerking.
complain enough. They change it up, but it be real crazy over there because first it was like really not that many, really too many African Americans over there or good
Just
people.
Asian because there's a
It was just
Singapore app.
it was just super pretty much carrying the weight. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying?
Right.
And he was happy when all the other people start coming or whatnot, and you know what I'm saying, and he got his billboard and everything, and he was doing real good, and they was talking about, oh, then look at the chat, then Queen, I brung some of her people over there, then it got like
Ratchet.
everybody from DC and Baltimore versus everywhere else. It was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It got so much where I had to take a break from them. I was like, this is just too much for me.
I
Yeah,
can't
it's
deal with
crazy.
all the yelling and the yelling. And I'm like, I want to be nosy, but you yelling. I can't do it. I can't.
Give you anxiety, mess around, have a
It give
panic
you
attack.
anxiety. Yeah, I'm like, what are
Hmm.
you yelling for at a mic? I just couldn't imagine. Even when my Periscope days, I used to be like, I would not get involved in this. I couldn't imagine my husband turning the corner and I'm standing up there yelling at that phone. He probably
Now,
would disconnect the service.
talking about Big O, what's up with the dude? Y'all know the dude, what's his Pastor P or something? Pastor.
Yeah,
Oh
what are they
my
saying about
God.
him? What's
That
going on with
dude is
that?
a mess.
What
He always been a
the?
Oh,
mess,
still
honey.
there?
That
Ooh,
dude is a
I.
mess.
What did he do?
Ooh.
He's just always into something, always
Mm-hmm.
in something. You know what I'm saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Always, doing
Mm-hmm.
somebody on Big O and allegations of the R word with him, and
Mm.
I'm really starting to believe he is a compulsive liar. He's got a fan base that be believing stuff that's impossible for him to be
First of
considering.
all, the Beagle fan bases, like they're diehard supporters, like their little teams, like the Angels and the church
The
and
church, right?
the other stuff. It's like that's some weird culty shiznick. Like y'all are weird. Like this man can be dead a wrong. He could just say, I went to the corner store and stabbed this man in the arm. And the church be like, mm-hmm, I
That's
know
what they
that's
get.
right.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah, you be like a nature boy kind of situation, and you be surprised what people will condone. You, our person doesn't get away with it by doing it themselves all the time. What are they? The traffickers. They don't get away with that by. They don't just start doing it by themselves. They always have alliance with them. So people are down to do whatever just to be down with people. No one is wrong.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's a
Detroit
good example.
was working
Yeah.
Without
a fast food place, and he said he had put some of his secret sauce in the food
oh,
or
you talking
whatnot,
about what's his name? He's crazy. He's a bed bug too.
and all his supporters just thought it was so funny.
Detroit thought, and then every time
Mhm.
he
Oh my
sees a Burger
God,
Oh
he
King,
is
my God. I
You
just
know,
did
he's
get
a
a
mess.
post about him. What the
talking
hell
about
is going
he,
on with
Yeah,
him,
he's got some
bro?
he is
issues, man.
strung out, and you know
turned
what I was worried
off.
about?
On them drugs.
I've been watching him since Periscope. He was 18 years old when he came on Periscope and getting in, and gay little stuff he was doing,
Yeah.
which was but the parents allowing that boy Greg to move in their house, and I told my mom, I said it's sad to say it, but they gonna turn that corner one day up them steps and that boy gonna be in there dead
So
because that's how
okay,
high
is
he
that when it
getting.
started? When Greg came along?
No, he was getting high before Greg, honey.
Off
Because
them
I did a
Percocets, right?
video, right? I did a video, like I think it was his, like when he first got on Bigo, or it was Periscope. I don't
Mm-mm.
know. I don't
He
follow
was
him
on
like that.
Periscope first.
All the way from when he first started, his face was so fat, and he was like
Hmm.
so healthy looking. And then it had all these other photos to his decline. And the last photo, he looks so gaunt.
You got to
Yeah,
think about it.
he
At
looks
first, he was only
scary.
getting this check. Now he's getting that Beagle money and a lot of donations, and he's getting higher than a giraffe. You know
Yeah,
what?
that mine is declining.
Yeah,
That
it's
mine is
gone.
declining.
He's
It's gone
gone.
with the wind.
He is gone. When I first seen him, and on Periscope, what they would do is do something crazy, and everybody would run to your live. So one day he's running down the street, no lie, he was screaming and hollering, "They fighting! They fighting!" So he had hundreds of people in his room, and the whole time he was lying. So that's when everybody first noticed him on Periscope. He's been a basket case. A lady made a mistake and sent him $400 one time, and he took that, and he would not send her money back. He went and bought a car. The car made it from his house to that Burger King, and it was no more good.
Well, he scams people in raffles too, and I try to let
Hmm.
people know. One time I caught him doing it, and people try to swear up and down when I put the video on my channel. It's since been
Hmm.
I deleted it, but
I
oh
have a
no,
question.
no, no,
I
he
have a
didn't
question.
scam. Go ahead,
I have a question, y'all.
go ahead.
Okay. There's a big chunk of our people who go on Bigo every day and send these people money, knowing
Hmm.
that they have this habit, knowing that they are
Yep.
not willing to work, but they fund them
20,
to watch
21
them,
bad B.
yeah, to
Yep.
act complete idiots. So I want to know, what do we call this section of our community who gets enjoyment and fulfillment by watching people decline,
Enablers.
Sick,
and what is that?
sick. It's called sick.
It needs
Sick
to
in the
be
head too.
called $ Tender Catering 757, because if they're giving away money to junkies, I will gladly take a few bucks
And do something
because
right with it.
exactly.
And do
But
something
my
right with it.
cash out would never ring due to that because I'm honest about it and I don't take money from people just to be asking for money.
Shay,
You know,
you sound like you want to say something. You got
They're
something on
lost.
your mind?
she
The
lost for
first thing
words.
that came into my mind was Lost Boys.
The Lost Boys.
They're just lost.
Well, what do you call Pastor Peace Church? Because there's a lot of lost girls too, honey.
Yeah, Lost
Oh
Girls,
man,
Lost Boys.
That's retarded.
they
Let me tell you
worship
something.
him literally. I'm in
Every
a lot of
woman has
discourse.
had
They
their
worship him.
time. Every woman has
That's
had the
sad.
time where they would do what they want to do with a man or whatever. But men like him, even though he has a good sex appeal and all that, but I always was scared of men like that. I was scared you would give me
He's
something.
cute, but
He messed
them
with too
eyes
many
look
women.
brown though. Then he looked like he got
That's
some jaundice going on. No, let me
I've
stop.
never
but
heard
that's
of them.
Yeah, he
he's
don't
Go
look
on
go.
there.
You
healthy.
just need to take on a
Girl,
new
they have pictures
identity
of
and
everything
just
about that man.
start imaginary beef with really big broadcasters. Even though it's fake on your end, just make it seem real so you can start getting money because they feed on negativity. That's the only way
And
you're gonna
look,
get paid.
That's
I'm
If you
scared to
just
do that
start
because you're
some
not getting my
BS.
information. They be done found me and I be done lost my job and everything. I can't do
Yeah, they
it.
go overboard with it. They go
Uh-uh.
overboard with it.
And like I told him, I had got cool with one of the ladies over there, and I was like, well, I don't get in that stuff. She and I were just talking. She was like, you could do this, and trying to encourage me. And I was like, let me back away from her because I don't go on the internet to argue with people, fuss with
right.
people. So if we were supposed to meet in New Orleans, that's what I plan to do. If I meet you, I want to meet you in real life, and we go have fun and show me your town. I show you mine. I'm not trying to meet up with nobody to fight.
Right.
You got women in their 60s talking about pull up. And
Well,
what you
Ev's
gonna
good for
do?
that too. She's famous for the pull up. Her
No, and
Well, she done
Ashley.
got beat
and
up on pull
Ashley.
Ashley,
up.
Yeah, her
she
and
lives in
Ashley.
my city. Ashley lives in my city.
Have
What you
you ever
gonna
Literally
seen
do
her
and
not
pull?
slap
very
her?
far.
Have you seen Ashley pull up?
I've
I'm
not
being
seen
funny.
it, but I've seen
I'm being
Ashley
funny.
in person.
Oh, you have? Is she tall like an Amazon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
I'm
tall.
5'11". She's taller than me.
She's
She
6'1".
she's Oh wow. That's
Yeah,
tall.
she's
She's like a
she's very
bouncer
tall.
tall.
One
And
time
she's
the
way
SWAT,
bigger than me. Like she's huge. She's
she done gained
big.
some
I'm
weight over the
slim.
years, honey.
She's big.
Wow.
Girl, one time she was live on Periscope when I first started watching Periscope. The SWAT team was outside of her house.
Oh my
Somebody called and told them that she had rifles to the children's head. Her
god.
mama was going crazy. She told her mama, shut up, because you don't run nothing but your bath water.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Back up. You said that she had a.
That was so loaded. Oh my
Wow.
god. I don't even know
The
where to start with
SWAT team
that.
was outside her house. And when they pulled up, she was like, what's going on? The police had to go out. Somebody called Periscope. This how much girl kept up on Periscope. Somebody called and told them that she had rifles to the children's head. I seen
That
that
was
live
something that was
myself.
made up? Was it made up? I'm saying.
Yeah, it was made up. That's the kind of stuff she does though. So
Oh,
somebody
so.
got her back.
Mm.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was like that's all I seen on Periscope. And
Bigo people seem to play with CPS a lot with me.
that's see,
That's
People's
they
really
do
jobs and
strange.
probation
Periscope.
officers and all kind of stuff.
What is that
Periscope.
about?
I don't
And
know.
They
I
don't broke
notice,
up
and I go to
families.
different countries to see how they act, and it's only black people.
Yep, it's only
We're the
Yep,
you said it
only
right.
race.
I hate to
the
say it.
only
I say it
ones.
all the time. We're the
Yep.
only one. That's why I always say, and I don't mean to be mean. Don't y'all hear me say this? I always say, I sometimes I wish I wasn't in this community because your own kind be the worst kind.
The worst kind.
I,
Man.
I just this. It's like I can't wait to start doing different content and getting other, like black, white, Asian,
Mm-hmm.
I
Crossover.
just I have to cross over. It's just I don't know. I don't even want to say the wrong thing. I mean, I really
My
don't care at the
patient,
same
when
time,
I was
but
nursing, my
these
patient
people
told
are a
me
trip.
it's nothing different in a you know what an N word and a poor a white man, but the color. He
Yep,
said they would do anything to be seen and get money, and he
yep,
told the truth.
yep, yep.
He told the truth. It's like they would do
And even
anything
sometimes not even to get money, just because they have
to
that
be
enslaved
attention.
mentality, they'll
Yeah,
just cross you just because they want to see you just as messed up as them.
how many of you
Crabs in
been
the
on a
barrel
job and you
mentality.
call the man?
You
My
feel
husband
me?
call them the Uncle Toms, or the yes man. I don't use the term boss. I say my supervisor or my manager, because I don't believe in that. Because you don't. I don't. I just feel like you talking like a slave. Yes, sir, boss, and I can't
Yeah.
do it. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And people will say it in a minute, and I watch the people that use it a lot and loosely because they're the ones want to run back to their boss and tell what's
Right.
going on.
And be
You
a
know
Hmm.
what
good
I'm
old
saying?
trustee. Right.
Be a good old boy. Yes,
Yep,
sir,
a
boss.
good old
What you say about
trustee.
the gun line, boss? One of them.
Yep,
I don't play with them
exactly.
Mm.
kind of.
Yeah,
Mm.
I don't
they
play
call
with
them
them.
trustees. Yeah, that's
Hmm.
Mm.
crazy.
So
But
So
that's
I
sad.
just be careful with it, and just with this, your platform is majorly the only one I will come on because we're talking real life situations.
right.
We're not trying to destroy them. Whatever they do in their life is what they want to do.
When I have a
Um,
panel, you can come to mine.
what's your panel, babe?
I had
I
one yet.
can't see nobody's
I'm
name.
just talking crap. It's
Oh,
me.
come on.
I'm being silly. No, I'm just playing. But
What
yeah,
more
you can come
panels
to
I want to visit? I want to visit stuff like this. I want to get to know people
Well,
and
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm
learn
glad you're
different
saying
stuff.
that because going forward, if when I put the link in the chat, if people don't come up like this, I'm getting off. I'm not sitting on there talking for no hour because I ain't got that much to say for no hour.
right,
And I'm sorry.
right,
That's why you hear me say I'm sorry. I've been on here almost an hour. I
right.
don't be on here for 6 or 7. Don't I always say that? I
You
ain't
do.
sitting on no
Hmm.
live for no 6 or
Right.
7 hours. I ain't doing all that.
We
And
know
I
plus,
might.
someone who does.
you like to
Well,
know that you're reaching everybody.
you so bad. You bad. I'm trying to
A
tell
lot of
you,
people be
man.
on there. I wake up in the middle of the night and just checking. You can't fall back asleep. I be like,
I don't have that
you
much to say
online
for that
live?
long.
I know. I
You
do. It's hard for me to make a 30-minute video.
Listen, listen. I be after an hour. I be like, and hey, you guys want to come up? Yeah, y'all
yeah.
gonna have to stop coming up. Don't sit here and don't be in the
Mhm.
chat texting me. And I'm trying to multitask talking.
Right.
And
Right. I
come
think
on up.
that's the only way I would do a live on my channel, like you, SL, if people actually come up. I'm just not going to sit there and talk to you because I'm an introvert. And if you don't say
Mhm.
nothing, I'm not saying anything.
That's
So
my attitude. Like, come on,
you
you
better come up and
if you're a real supporter, you don't have to show your picture of you. I don't show my.
no.
Come into the chat with your default screen on and talk. I'm not gonna be rude.
Extrovert over here.
I feel
I'm an
comfortable coming up
introvert.
here
You come
though.
up. You come up. You come up. Yeah,
I
you
feel
gotta start
comfortable
coming
coming
up
up
because
here.
I'm not doing this no more. If after half an hour people want to sit there and act like they didn't see the link and acting slow and stuff, then I'm gonna slowly walk
Exactly,
off.
logos.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm just gonna slowly walk off.
Honestly, it brings support when you come up and you do the
Exactly
live
right.
raw.
She's right
It's
too.
really
Logos.
support to the channel holder when you come up and we make it however long you accept it to be. But it's support. But when I do mine, nobody don't come over there. I'll be sitting there looking at
Well,
the screen.
you gotta get page authority. Everyone started with 0 subscribers and 0 views. I didn't just start
Man.
off getting these, and my views are not even good because I've over the years deleted so many videos since 2000, millions of videos. You know what I'm saying? Of views. So the algorithm is all screwed up for my channel. So it's almost like my page authority is nowhere like it used to be. I don't get the same numbers anymore. So it's gonna take you some couple of years before you start getting views like that.
I have to
YouTube,
tell
YouTube
everyone
doesn't
to
just
tell
give you
other
views like
people
other
about my
platforms.
videos. I don't come up on nobody's feed. Don't
Yeah, it
no
takes
one.
it's not you, it's everyone. It's a struggle to get these views. You got to be consistently on the platform in order to start.
Oh,
If
okay,
you're not
got you,
consistent,
got
it's
you.
gonna take you a long time to start getting the views you want to get.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
people keep telling me. Yeah.
On here, on Big O and other platforms, you can grow your following faster and your watchers, people that watch your content. You can get people to come and watch you faster than YouTube. YouTube controls their platform and they control the views and everything that happens on this platform. See,
Does
in Big
anybody
O,
follow
you blow up overnight.
Arana, the other girl
Who?
that was
Oh,
Arana?
yes, I
Do you
do.
remember when she went to
I'm
YouTube
a
Studio in
cousin.
California?
I don't know who
Hey,
you're
cuz
talking about.
the girl Arana that was obsessed with 50 Cent.
The crazy one, right? That's homeless.
Yes,
Yeah, she's a
yes,
little off.
yeah.
A
And
little.
She's a lot. Well, you know what I'm saying. She's still in the tent and all that other stuff.
girl,
Mm.
that girl is crazy. One time she had a birthday party at a bar in New York, and
Mm-hmm.
they was buying. She was buying drinks, ordering food. When they came to her with the bill, she said, "Oh, I don't have any money." Girl,
She was trying to go to jail that day.
she went to jail. She went to jail. She would get a hotel room, go in there, and I look one day. She got her food stamp. She went and bought some food. She in there frying pancakes, girl, and it was
That's all
checkout
she
Wow.
time.
could.
They
That's all
kicked
she
the
could.
door in.
I saw her channel like before. I think she had a nervous breakdown. I saw her when she was normal on her channel before. I said she must have had a nervous breakdown
She's
somewhere.
never been normal. Her entire family has said that.
Hmm.
Seriously? Well, when I seen her
Yeah.
on the video, I said, "Wow, that's a big difference from years ago to how she is now."
No, she
Hmm.
just got tremendously worse.
She got
Yeah.
bipolar.
But that's what
Tremendously
I
worse.
be telling people. Homeless, I mean, mentally ill patients, a lot of them would prefer to be homeless because they don't want to be controlled. So
Wow.
she has family to go to. She even went to stay with a friend or somebody in Seattle, and the lady had to put her out. She caught the
Everyone
bus
puts her
from
out.
Chicago to Seattle. She's nuts.
She's
She's
yeah,
really, really
she's
nuts.
schizophrenic. Every single month, like I had to tell one page on YouTube because she has this thing every single month she feels the need to talk about her cycle. And every single month she thinks she's pregnant. By
By
who? I
who?
have no
By who?
idea.
Mm,
Exactly.
mm.
That's always the question. But anyway,
Hmm.
she overshares information about her that feminine time of the month. And so someone asked, she was like, why does she always do that? And you have to understand that Arona has no friends. She talks to no one on the phone. She talks to no family. The only people she talks to is on social media. So I really feel like she may have endometriosis or something really severe for her to constantly overshare her pain and agony of her cycle.
Wow.
So I was just like, you have to think about it that way. She has no one else to tell this to.
So
So
what
I
do you
have
mean?
to
Don't
get it out.
You think she has a
you
baby
see?
in her tubes?
No, she's
No,
crazy.
I mean,
she's
what does that mean? Because I'm just saying I heard that word, but I thought it was. What does that mean? In,
no. Arona is very mentally ill,
no,
and
I'm
just
talking about the I can't pronounce it. Intermetio, whatever you said.
oh,
Endometriosis.
endometriosis.
I
It's
can't
it's
pronounce
a
it.
endometriosis, it's a cervical condition for women that, when they have their cycle. It's extreme. It's brutal. It's brutal. Women had to have like hysterectomies because of it.
Oh wow, I don't know
Yeah.
about that. You notice how I just thought it was a tubular pregnancy or something. So yeah,
Remember,
I don't
she
know.
used to be friends with Dion Cole.
Yeah,
And
she dated him for a few minutes.
well, I this is what I think. Well, you never know, because a man that'll sleep. My mama said a man will get a snake if you hold a head. So he's persuaded like she was his assistant and fell in love with him. That's what tells you can't lay down with everything. You know what I'm
You
saying?
get
Because
fleas.
she get fleeced. So evidently, if they had a platonic relationship and he took off that ship to give her a little bit of wood, she took another battleship with him, and then she just lost it. Then she got friends with 50 Cent. She's only been in like pictures with him, like she's showing up like at celebrities do stuff, signs and stuff. It's like she had some kind of um availability to be available to some of those things he's had, and she fell in love with him. But it's still in the air. Has she ever been with him sexually? Because
Right.
her mind is gone. Like, who's obsessed with somebody that ain't even touched it?
Yeah, that's crazy. She could have fibroids.
Fibroids, yeah.
Yep, because that can also
Which is
help.
the same thing. That's what it is. It's just when that time comes, those fibroids they come out.
Right,
So
and it make you bleed heavier.
way heavier. And if you use the blood thinner like BC powders, Tylenol, anything like that, that just makes it 10 times worse.
Ooh, that could
Well,
kill you.
with my situation, I had to get a partial, because I went to Chicago one in December, and when I came back home 2 weeks later, I was still on my cycle
Yeah,
for
that's a
like
lot of
three
bleed.
months. So the doctor was saying he couldn't find a fibroid that would make me run that heavy. But he said what he does know is that sometimes the blood backs up into the uterus and it'll bleed, bleed, bleed.
I thought it
So
fills up into the fibroid.
my uterus.
Oh, okay.
I was just, and so I didn't care, because he said the first doctor that diagnosed me with the fibroids, he said she should have been gave you this hysterectomy. He said it's something. I said I ain't having no more babies.
So
Oh,
you
she
said
said,
take that bad boy out.
my tooth's been tied since '99.
Yeah,
So
so you
what?
wasn't right.
No. So I was like, what is she doing? But I don't know. I guess she didn't want to do it or whatever. But she wouldn't. But I found the right doctor that could. Best decision I ever made in my life. I would never tell nobody not to. If you're going through it, that's a miserable feeling.
Oh my God. I just got
A text from
a
Natureboy.
DM telling me that can you please stop talking about um Zoka? She is not a victim, but Nateri is the victim.
Wait
Zoka
a
is
minute.
not a victim. I just
Wait a
got
minute.
this
Back up.
message from a
Back
troll
up.
account.
Oh God, here we go with this.
They told
Zoka
you
is
to
not
stop
a
talking about
victim.
her.
Can you please stop talking about? They were
How you
telling
gonna
you.
tell somebody what to do?
Oh, they're telling you to stop talking about
Yeah,
Zoka.
talking about stop telling people that Zoka's a victim and she's married to Solar. She's the one that chose to be with Natureboy. Nateri is the real victim in this situation.
Yeah,
Wait a minute. Who? What?
Yeah, they doing a lot of flip flopping. I'm not even surprised that your troll said that, because there's a lot of flip flop. Some of them not even trolls that are flip flopping.
Wait a minute. How can you even fix your mouth to say that this 23-year-old woman with the trauma that she experienced and witnessed is not a victim just because she's still there?
She's still there.
Right.
She's still a victim.
Right.
I say they're all victims, but they're not innocent.
They're
Right.
not innocent.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
They all know what they were doing, and like they said, you know what he was doing was wrong, and you continued it. You continued to sit there and be a part of it. I think they all should be brought up on some kind of charges, especially when people have died at their hands.
I'd like to say I cannot wait until the hearing in August when he pleads, and just stay tuned. There's so much that's going to come out.
Yeah, I want to really just hear what's going to happen.
Yeah, me too. And I can't.
I don't want to hear about
the
this he say
evidence.
she say stuff here.
and all of that. We're really about to hear a lot.
Yeah, I hope they televise it, and I hope this sounds like a whole SVU unit episode that's gonna play out. I just got a feeling. We'll be looking forward to that in the near future.
Yeah.
And
this is a Vice episode.
I really just want them to really work on themselves or work on their children, and not be so caught up in trying to be someone who walked them himself in the jail because he wanted to be a Casanova or super pimp or gorilla pimp, as he say.
Right.
And he has no idea about what gorilla pimping really is. So I'm just looking forward to that, and I'm just keeping my eye open and just observing.
Right. Well, he was doing a form of gorilla pimping, but we know he's not that dude. He was perpetrating the fraud, but yeah, he was doing a form of...
I hope he not. I don't know no pimp suck his thumb.
Well, yeah, we all.
I got a word of advice for him.
Perpetrating a fraud, right? He was perpetrating the fraud.
If anybody can get this message to him, in there, I don't know what the trolls are listening to, but tell him get rid of that paid court-appointed lawyer.
Well, Zoka said that they're looking for another one because that other one wasn't a good lawyer.
No, I never heard of a paid court-appointed lawyer.
Code, and then he asked the they were a part of the code. So yeah,
part of the code.
True said he was doing a good job. True said he was doing a good job.
True is checked out.
And Adriana said that the lawyer was doing a good job.
True checked out. True.
A long time ago.
And that's how crazy they is. And they said that
True's brain looks like that dirty shirt he wears every day.
I know. He better take that black shirt off.
Like a herringbone around the
collar. He must stink. Ooh, child.
But do you notice it covers his upside down cross?
What happened?
You notice it covers his upside down cross?
No, I don't be paying him attention like that.
Yeah, right under that the heart.
There's an upside down cross.
And then he has evil on his fingers. Then he has the Illuminati triangle symbol on his hand. True is very demonic. And the fact that people tune in to listen to him is astounding. It really is.
Makes me feel like I want to be trying to pop on somebody.
I was just, that's a good point, because I've been wanting to ask this for a while. Because he has military background. Does he have weapons? Does anyone know?
I hope not. Crazy.
Oh no! If there was weapons in the house, they would have.
They would have.
Yeah.
They came in. They would have got. Oh, okay.
Well,
and then it's cold. In the backyard. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's not wrapped too tight. I think he's.
You don't remember when they were shooting the arrows out the window?
Oh my God!
At first thought it was guns, and then we looked closer, and they were like, "Oh my God, they are literally shooting arrows out the window. They are so lame." Y'all don't remember seeing that?
Yeah. Look, he went from 3-3 to 3-3-3 to dialing 3 to get out. I'm gonna tell you something. They have never been more traumatized in their life. They are all sick because he's gone.
She said, "True's Dirty Black Tea Chronicles."
Exactly. It needs its own episode. His shirt needs its own damn episode. His own IG page. We're gonna make a True Dirty Shirt IG page.
That's the only thing I'm donating to him is some Tide and some Downy.
Ooh.
I'll give you that if you need it, but you ain't getting no money, and I'll have it.
No, I would never get them one penny.
No, I can't imagine the stench. This was fun though. We gotta do this again.
Fun.
No, it ain't again. It's gonna be going forward because I'm not gonna sit on here and people act like their mind is just numb and zombies. You're sitting there listening to me. And you can just come on the platform, participate. How does that hurt you?
Yeah,
I'm a channel holder, and I'm taking the time out of my day to talk with y'all. I want to have a conversation. I don't want to be talking to myself. So from now on, if I'm on here, I'll say maybe I'll probably push it to 40 minutes. I'm getting off. I see other people that they run like a cult channel, and everybody wants to be up on there.
You know what?
Yeah, there's like 20,000 people in there.
At least you could be yourself on here, as long as you ain't cussing. You don't even want to come up here. You rather be somewhere to get mistreated. You want me to mistreat you. I don't want to mistreat you.
I got so many DMs about that
They
Oh
want to
my
be used
God.
and abused. I can't do that. All I can do is have a conversation. I can't use and abuse you, but we can have a conversation. I had to say it. I'm sorry. I had to do it. But yeah, y'all gotta stop. Stop all the all the typing. Come on up here.
Typing champions.
Yeah,
Some people are
typing
just
champion.
shy.
What? Well,
Sometimes people are shy.
cam. You can
Yeah.
cam up. I'm cammed up because I don't think it's none of your business how my house looks in the background, which is clean as hell. But it's not your business to know what my spot looks like because that's all people do when you see how shades. You're not gonna get that from me. People are nosy as hell.
If you
So
want
you
me to
don't.
get off your live, be
So what?
chewing or swallowing in that
Well, no.
microphone.
What I'm saying is you don't have to come on here and show who you are, but you need to come up here and have a conversation. Well, I'm just not going to be doing these lives like this.
Oh,
You
come
know,
on, we
if you
got
go,
you.
Well,
yeah,
I'm going to
I'm not
start
doing
doing them because they're fun, and I like for people to talk.
I'm glad that you
I'm about to
enjoyed
follow
yourself.
y'all. Does everybody have a channel?
I did.
Yeah, Immortal Morals. You don't know her channel? Hold on one second. Let me get it real quick before I get up.
And I would like to do this one day. I can't right now, but
Let's
it's
do
in
it.
my future. That's why I've started coming live with SL. I've never gone live before, except with SL. So this is new to me.
And you know what? And it's so funny because you've been participating the last couple of days, and I appreciate that.
Oh, my pleasure.
You know?
I'm
Because
just getting
nobody
back to
have
work, so I don't even been
do
seeing
this.
that you've been live too much. I just catch your premieres and